we even doing here? Today, we're going to take a totally brief, completely uncomprehensive look at the sardines of Morocco. Yeah, Morocco. Pretty exotic place from this North American's perspective. I don't know much about Morocco except that a lot of sardines come from out there. Morocco is the world's largest exporter of sardines, and it's the leading supplier of sardines to the European market. And if you're from North America, yeah, we've got a lot of Moroccan sardines out here too. So buckle up, everybody. It's a long drive to Morocco. Let's get going. Al Shark Moroccan sardines in oil. It means Oriental or Eastern. And there is a region of Morocco that's like the Oriental region or La Orientale or something like that. And I don't know if that's where these come from or if that's just, a brand kind of identity or something, Who knows? Who knows? Somebody knows, but gosh, when the internet just doesn't come out and tell you, I'm not finding out. Ingredients, lightly smoked sardines, vegetable oil, salt. Interesting, lightly smoked, huh? All right. Al Shark also makes a spicy version. I decided to do these kind of normaler ones because the spiciness was kind of non-specific. They didn't really, there's just like, oh, it's spicy. Yeah, okay. Oh, pretty sturdy lid here. Okay. Despite these not being in olive oil, I just sort of imagined that they're going to be a lot like those plain seasons that you see everywhere. Just a big old pilchard. Yeah. Plenty of scales on here. It's one of my kind of biases I have about Moroccan sardines is that I believe them to be scaly, That smokiness is apparent. That adds something to them. Kind of reminds me of those mustard sardines that I had the other day. Inside of those were like this. But these aren't covered in weird, disgusting mustard, Really hardy fish. I mean, they're so big. Real firm. Just in terms of the way the fish handles, what we're seeing in here with it, I'd say this is pretty much the quintessential Moroccan sardine.
Fast fishy facts.
There are two things I will confidently say about the Moroccan sardine industry. Number one, almost any Sardina pilchardus where they don't make a thing about where it's from or have the language of that country on the box or can is likely from Morocco. Number two, if you have a can of skinless and boneless sardines, they're almost definitely Moroccan. This next one we got is Nomandie Boulettes des Sardines à la Orientale. We got this nice picture of a sardine, a pretty sardine that's kind of making some eyes at us. And she's holding a platter of oranges. No, boulettes means balls. Sardine balls. Are these sardine balls? I've got questions. Let's just take a look around. Ingredients: sardine, oil, spices, salt, a nice ship. I mean, Morocco, not a lot going on here. I think we should just get inside. By the way, these were given to me by my good friend Anna, who's my pinball buddy, and she visited Morocco and procured this box for me. I'm gonna try not to rip it to shreds because this is all I've got. Okay. Sardine balls. What? I mean, if these are like little fishy balls, I'm gonna stop the tape, Okay. Some red, sort of oil. Uh-oh. Y'all, what the freaking frick? Okay, I'm scared to rip this top off because I don't want to get oil all over my fishwife shirt. Just think about it, guys. Just think about it. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at balls here, and like this picture, super accurate. Now, there's nothing else in the ingredients to indicate that like these balls are being held together like by eggs or breadcrumbs or, you know, whatever. I guess it's just, they're just like sort of pre-portioned pate bits. Let's just go. Interesting. Kind of drier on the inside than I thought. Not really a pate texture when you get down to it. Nice and spicy. Is this a typical Moroccan profile? Yeah, maybe. Gosh, look at this. Look how nice these guys hold together. These are nice little patties. I can sort of see getting those little slider buns and like smushing these guys, you know, making a little sardine burger with some onions. Oh yeah. Just the right kind of spice too. This is so great. Can't believe it. I can't believe we found something totally new. Like, who would put this in a tin? You know? The Moroccans. Yeah, that's who. Is this something that's just for tins? Or is this like a little dish you might prepare, you know, when guests come over to your house? Does grandma put these out when everybody comes over? Maybe this is a little bit more like, hey, you get all the fun of eating sardines, but we're not fooling around with little fishy bodies and everything.
Sardine?
Maybe the kids are a little squeamish about spines. Hey, have your fish balls. Now when I see these on a tray somewhere, I'll know what they are. You know, when I visit Morocco and someone says, oh, you like sardines? Well, check these out. Well, I'll be able to regard them with sort of a nonchalance and say, oh yeah, some boulettes? Gimme. Okay, this next one is Tagine. Yeah, Tagine sardines a la sauce tagine et legumes. A tagine is like, first of all, it's this kind of like clay pot. And it's also, I guess you refer to the stew that you make in a clay pot like this as a tagine. And it's so many varieties of things. They do fish in it, but then they do all kinds of meat and whatever else. And they do it all over North Africa. But sardines in tagine sauce, so stewy sauce, et legumes. Legumes, it means vegetables in French. So they're not talking about like lentils specific. I like translated some of this, but the ingredients are sardines, and then the tagine sauce is like soy oil, carrots, parsley, peppers, and spices. So all the normal stuff. On the back here, we have a photograph of some sardines in a tagine with some tomatoes. He should be saying, make sure to eat your sardines. Let's see what they're really saying. Sardine with tagine sauce and vegetables. Geez, it's just the same thing that they've written on the top. That's not quite as fun. That's all we got about the box. This is another can given to me by my buddy on a. She got it on her trip to Morocco. We're just gonna put this over here. It's gonna be a souvenir box for me, you know? I started keeping a lot of my boxes. I got them stashed over there for no reason. Smells like a can of sardines from here. Look at these big boys. Looks like a trio of Moroccan sardines living in here. Oh, even more than that. Looks like a lot of the skin has come off. And it's, you know, thus not very scaly. So perhaps this is, you know, getting the scales off Moroccan style. I'm trying to do the thing where I apply pressure and sort of rip the lid off the sardine. It's not really working. There we go. That's good enough. See the inside of him? Yeah. Let's taste this Tagine sauce. Not a strong flavor right off the bat. Ooh, kind of a spiciness that catches up with you, but nothing I can't handle. I think we must have some clove in here, right? Because there's this kind of deep taste to the spices. Some fine sardines in here. It's a little sloppy how they're kind of pressed in here and, you know, the skin's kind of come off and whatever, you know. A little bit of a mush to just the outermost millimeter or so of the sardines sort of skin. Oh, here's our veggies, huh? What do we got? Carrot? Well, that was a chunky little piece of a carrot and kind of a good ass stewed carrot for sure. Yeah, so no kidding. I wonder if these sardines are kind of stewed in a process. They're probably just packed in here with this, you know, spice infused soy oil. But I mean, it seems like plenty of this has gotten in there. It's not a distinct flavor, and you know, I think the contents of a tagine and how that would be seasoned in a real dish is probably just not a very specific concept, you know? I don't know. Just like the way that, like, if I say beef stew to a Western, like, European, you're gonna find all kinds of stuff, you know? Okay, flour, brand Moroccan spiced sardines in pure olive oil, chili pepper, carrot, gherkin, baked clove, peppercorn, salt, flour. I'm gonna stop you right there, Matt. I know what you're gonna say, but it's time for some Patreon shoutouts. Yeah, we got some new fishy freaks supporting the channel this week, and instead of me shouting them out, I'm gonna bring on my robot friend, Mr. Fishbot, to do it. Hello, Mr. Fishbot, how are you? Hello, I'm fine. Great, okay, well, will you please read the Patreon shoutouts? Okay, here goes. Hao Chen Feng, Jacob Pirtle, Nick, Sam Dollar, Wolfish of Wolfishness. Great job, Mr. Fishbot. Everybody give him a hand. And thanks again to my new supporters. Back to the show. From my point of view, these are kind of the gold standard of Moroccan style sardines that are distributed in the United States. Rainbow Tomatoes has these. I think that's where I got them from. Product of Morocco. There's not really anything else interesting, huh? No. Let's just get right to it. Easy open box, just the perfect amount of glue on there. it up. Bing, bang, boom. I open these up and I'm like, yeah, this was packed in Morocco. They're pilchards, packed like sardines. How do you even get them out of here? Let's just start working. Wow, this one on top is kind of above the oil line. I'm not sure how I had these guys sitting, but the first one at the top, the guy is kind of dry and fall aparty. These guys are stiff, but not stiff the way those fishwife pilchards were stiff that we just talked about not too long ago. I think they give you a lot of confidence, huh? Yeah, we've got all these little spicy guys, huh? What are those? Are those clove duders? Yeah, really different in terms of how these guys hang together, how chunky they are, yet fall aparty, but not in like that really delicate fall aparty way. They sort of are just kind of disassembling before me, you know? A lot stronger clove taste. That's the most obvious thing to me. Otherwise, taste-wise, these could be very similar to the tagines, but the clove taste is a whole lot stronger. I think that's helpful in giving this can its identity. If you haven't eaten a bunch of nuri's or something, I think the clove thing would be pretty novel for you if you were like, hey, spiced sardines, let me give them a shot. These guys are so packed in here that the cloves are just smushed into their bodies. These really want to be eaten fast. They want you at them. Here's a pretty one. He kind of wins the beauty competition. Yeah? Can I take him apart? There's nothing neat about the inside of these guys. They really kind of clump apart. Very interesting texture, very interesting flavor profile. Once a week? For sure, for sure, for sure. The last ones we're gonna look at are the weird ones. Yes, Amares, sardines in olive oil. Now these are made in Morocco, you know, canned there at least. They're a classy looking can that was sent to me by friend of the files, Amin, probably more than a year ago. So sorry it took so long, but here we are. We've got some Spanish here, you know, but we don't say Spain, we don't say Portugal. Amares kind of means something like love. I guess it means love, but then like the verb to love
Amar
doesn't, like, from my high school Spanish, doesn't like conjugate out like this. So this might be like, you know, we've got all kinds of weird little words in English, like lovey, and so this could be like lovey-dovey or whatever, or maybe this is a pun, you know, mares means seas. I don't know. And this caprichos del mar means caprices of the sea or whims of the sea. And I don't know if that is sort of an expression about the nature of the sea changing, you know, with weather, you know, how it can be calm and then rough, or maybe these whims are the various bounties of the sea. Like we have sardines and then we have anchovies and everything else. So by the way, this company, they have a website, and it's all like kind of classy stuff. It's all just different kinds of canned and smoked seafood. Yeah, and like, not to bury the lead, but we've got like a peel away plastic lid on this can. Weird. Let's see. Yeah, nothing interesting here. Just, an address in Morocco. Yeah, so let's talk about it. These don't say Morocco all over. They're kind of marketed as Spanish. The rest of the line is kind of that way. Amin said that they found this in like a kind of a fancy grocery store in Morocco. I could see on the website what they were charging, but I couldn't find other retailers that were selling this. Amin said like maybe they sell them in Europe or whatever. Just looking at them, these are not big, huge pilchards the way that we have been seeing in these other cans. These are almost like those Frenchy style pilchards, So I don't know where they get these or whatever. And until I saw this can, I was not even aware that Moroccan canneries had this ability to do this type of can. I just never seen it before. And you know what? I haven't seen it since. Yeah, that's why this is so weird to me. But I'm expecting it to be good. It's a lot of talk, but it's really, I don't know. I think when I eat these, it's going to be like, yeah, they're fine. There's nothing to say about them, but just their existence. I hate to do a whole video on Moroccan sardines and not really get to the bottom of a lot of things, but, I don't know. Maybe we'll find somebody one day that really knows and we can interview them or something. God, I love these. Yeah. What kind of kinetics are we going to experience when this really comes off? That was drama-free. Oh yeah. These guys are falling apart. Yeah, really kind of remind me of the Frenchy ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like those Connétable. Yeah. Some scales, but on par with what you see in, French, Portuguese, Spanish sardines of this style. Yeah, and this is good. These are really delicate. It's kind of hard to take them out and do anything with them. They're really falling apart. But the fact that the whole fish is together, that's kind of the style of those French ones. They seem so soft, but hey, the fish is together. Really mellow taste, and the olive oil is pretty good, pretty light. Mushing up the flesh in my mouth is sort of revealing that Dini nose that they have. Really exemplifies the taste of sardine meat. Actually, not as many in here as I thought, I think. Oh, geez, this is kind of a big guy. Or lady. God, yeah. Yeah, even with chopsticks, these are kind of hard to deal with. Brother, you ought to get yourself a fork like a real man and eat those sardines. All frickin' right. Tasty. What do you guys think? Do you eat a lot of Moroccan products? Do you like the ones that have Moroccan style seasoning? Or do you just like a really thick pilchard? Maybe your favorite sardines are from Morocco and you didn't even know it. Wow. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.